Hey guys, and welcome back to the Manchester City career mode. I know once again it's been a while and I do apologise, but I've brought back the face cam for today's episode because I actually have time to record during the day, which is awesome. I'm going to make the most of it, especially when we've got a huge game against Arsenal coming up in the FA Cup semi-finals, I do believe. Let's take a look at the calendar because Season 1 is nearly coming to an end, and I have an important question for you guys after that. We've got Arsenal, Middlesbrough, Crystal Palace, West Brom, Leicester, Watford. A pretty easy run of games. The Arsenal game is really the only one that should challenge us to go to the absolute limits to try and get the win in that game. So hopefully we can do it. We're still in the running for the league. We're still in the running for the FA Cup. Unfortunately, we got knocked out in the Champions League last episode. It's time for redemption against Arsenal at the... is it at the Emirates? I do believe it is. Welcome at Wembley for the game Manchester City-Arsenal in the FA Cup. Now, I do want to say that this is a team we've played before a couple of times, and I'm really confident in our abilities to get the win today. We are playing with our strongest possible side. Arsenal nearly lost Alexis Sanchez to us in the latest transfer window, so I feel like we're the better side out there. This is the semi-finals. If we win this game, it's pretty much a clear run to the Cup. West Ham or Birmingham are not going to threaten us at all. Arsenal is the last hurdle we need to face, and hopefully we can do that successfully. This is our lineup. Joe Hart in net with Laporte, Kompany and Otamendi, the back three. Sterling, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Sane in that midfield. Neymar, Aguero and Griezmann. The trio up front. Absolutely deadly. Our strongest possible side. We're left with no excuses. And this is the Arsenal lineup. It looks very strong, although the likes of Cazorla, Mustafi, Xhaka are benched. El Neni and Coquelin, I feel like, are a combo that shouldn't really work too well together. Ramsey out wide doesn't look good. Sanchez still in an Arsenal shirt, but how long will that last? Oh, why is he on the floor? Lucas Perez breaks through. Good tackle by Otamendi. It was necessary there. And we can go on a little counter-attack of our own. Neymar sees Griezmann. What a pass. Hector Bellerin, the man chasing, which isn't great. He's brought him down. Is it a penalty or a free kick? I'm not sure, but should be a sending off regardless. What's the referee going to do with this one? He has to go to the back pocket. And he's gone. Hector Bellerin has been sent off within 8 minutes of the game. And I do believe it's a free kick, which isn't ideal, but I'll take the early red card. Kevin De Bruyne on the free kick against Petr Cech. He missed an absolute sitter, De Bruyne, against Chelsea the past game day in the Premier League. Can he redeem himself with a free kick against Petr Cech? It's a good ball. I think it touches the top of the bar. I'm not sure. Ramsey weaving, getting the shot off, driven just wide. Joe Hart look to have it covered, but we can't let them get forward too much, boys. Come on. Sterling looking for Aguero. Aguero, ball rolls inside, tries to force the space. It drops to Griezmann, straight at Petr Cech, and he's going to claim that. No, he's not! Petr Cech with the mistake. He makes the first save. He should have grabbed it. He let Aguero jump. He stood still. It's an easy tap-in for Sergio Aguero. I'm not sure what Petr Cech was doing. He should have claimed it. It's an awful mistake by otherwise such a reliable and brilliant goalkeeper. Manchester City find themselves 1-0 in the lead. It seems like the FA Cup story has already been written. Griezmann sees Raheem Sterling out wide. What a pass on Griezmann's weak foot as well. Nacho Monreal getting out strength by Sterling. Sterling pulls it back. It has to be 2-0, and somehow Cech has gotten down quick enough to make the save. He redeemed himself for his earlier mistake, but Sergio Aguero should have been 2-0. It's a good pass out wide. Aaron Ramsey in space. Aaron Ramsey turns inside. Kevin De Bruyne can't get there. Joe Hart makes a really good save down low. Good ball. Space for Iheanacho. He's got the fresh legs as well. Javi Martinez should not be able to keep up if we go round him. Iheanacho turns back, doing the sensible thing. Kevin De Bruyne now into Fernandinho. Fernandinho into Antoine Griezmann, and it's 2-0. Manchester City double their lead. It's Antoine Griezmann again with the hotline bling celebration. Absolutely love it, and that is game, set and match. Manchester City will qualify for the FA Cup final in this year's edition. After good play, we exploited the fact that we had multiple numbers in that area. The sending off from Hector Bellerin, I'm telling you, that was vital. Petr Cech can't get there. It's 2-0, and that should seal it. Danny Welbeck. Is there still something in this game? No, it's poor attacking play from Arsenal. Now through to Kelechi Iheanacho against Granit Xhaka. He's got to use that acceleration to get away from his man. He's done well. Kelechi Iheanacho spots the run of Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann flicking it over to Fernandinho, who had to head it. If he volleyed that, it could have been one of the most spectacular goals of the season, but he didn't have time. If I aim this towards Santi Cazorla, I could get enough power on it to make it dip. Let's see what Griezmann does from this position. It's off the post. Not a bad effort from the Frenchman. That's good play from Arsenal here. Alexis Sanchez finds himself one-on-one. Joe Hart makes the save, and it dropped to Santi Cazorla, who should have started the game. I'm not sure why Arsene Wenger did not start the Spanish man, who taps it in after Joe Hart made an unfortunate save. It dropped towards the line. There was no way he's going to miss that, and suddenly they're back into the game just like that. Oh my god, Vincent Kompany misses the charge. Alexis Sanchez whips one in. It's well dealt with by City. And now we break. And that's the end of the game. Thank God for that. 2-1 win over Arsenal. We should have made it a lot more comfortable than it was in the end, but we do qualify for that final, which I'm happy about. Arsenal were not strong enough today to really get the better of us. You can see we had double the shots on target. They had a little bit more possession, but like I said, I don't care about possession in career mode. We deserve to qualify for that final, and I'm going to damn make sure we win that cup. In the other game, obviously, West Ham qualified very easily. A 3-0 win over Birmingham. It's going to be a good final, although I expect us to win that one. Now, there is 5 Premier League games remaining, all relatively easy. We have a 3-point lead on Arsenal, and we have a game in hand. No, a 4-point lead with a game in hand. So I'm going to simulate as much as I can without hopefully risking losing that league title. The moment we lose a game by simming, I'm obviously going to play the next one and make sure that we're at our strongest to win that title. But I'm telling you, we can do this by simming against opposition like Middlesbrough. Griezmann taking the lead with that penalty. Otamendi with an injury, though. That's one thing I didn't think about. The injuries, that could actually cost us with that cup final coming up as well. Aguero makes it 2-0. It's game over, isn't it? Darum brings it back to 2-1. But we pick up 3 points. We stay 4 points clear at least with a game in hand. So we may as well sim the next game as well. 2 weeks, he should recover for that FA Cup final, which isn't too bad. The situation remains unchanged. A 4-point lead with a game in hand. And realistically, you should be winning this one. The last results were decent, though. So Crystal Palace could make it a bit hard on us. But Neymar scoring the goal early on, which pretty much convinces me we're going to win this game. There we go, 3-1. Christian Benteke getting a consolation goal. We're walking our way to a Premier League title. And now we have a 6-point lead on Arsenal with a game in hand as well. So technically, if we draw the next game, we are champions because there's only 9 more points to pick up. If we pick up a point in our next game, with only 6 points up for grabs in the next 2 games, then Arsenal can't overtake us anymore. We just need a draw in our final 3 games. It's so easy. I really think I should just sim it and win it and play that cup final in this episode as well so we can get the double and wrap up season 1. I'm actually going to rotate my side as well. I'm that confident. All the second string players are playing other than Joe Hart, obviously, who needs to stay in there. And John Stones, who is still replacing Otamendi. But realistically, at home against West Brom, even this team picks up a point regardless. They beat Liverpool recently, though, which, again, isn't great. 1 minute into the game, Salomon Rondon is going to ruin our title winning party, pretty much. Salomon Rondon, you bloody demon. Iheanacho makes it 1-1, virtually champions as it remains. Can we potentially skip the final 2 Premier League games and go straight to that cup final? Or will West Brom throw something in the way? No, Gundogan makes it 2-1, and that is the Premier League title, boys. There's no way they're scoring 2 goals in the final stage. There's no way they're scoring 2 goals in the final stages of the game. Nacer Chadli made me hold my breath for a second. But Manchester City pick up a point, and that is us, Premier League champions, getting. Guardiola has done it in his first season. And there we go, guys, a 7-point lead on Arsenal. 2 games remaining. It doesn't matter what happens against Leicester and Watford. I want that West Ham final to play. So let's sim forward and see what we do for that cup final. Can we win the double? Let's take a look at the results from the final 2 games. We won against Leicester and we drew against Watford. So that is the league season over. Convincing victory in that league. Let's take a look at the standings, actually, and show some stats. As I'm flicking through these things, I've just noticed as well, Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund is the Champions League final, and the Europa League final, Manchester United won on penalties against West Ham. So credit to West Ham for qualifying for the FA Cup final and the Europa League final. They've had a brilliant season. Let's not underestimate them in that game. If you could take United to penalties in a final like that, you can do anything. These are the Premier League stats, though. In 38 games, we've only lost once, which is incredible. We didn't score the most goals in the league, Arsenal did that with 64, but we have got the best defence in the league with 28 goals conceded in 38 games. That's fantastic. Credit to Joe Hart. I know Joe Hart messed up in that Champions League game, which you guys seem to be really angry at him about, but for me, he was just miles and miles ahead of Claudio Bravo when he came in, and therefore, I'm very happy to see that he helped us win that title with a 5-point advantage on Arsenal, who did charge towards us toward the end, but the gap was too big to catch up on. Chelsea in third, Spurs also qualifying for the Champions League. Stoke City narrowly missing out on Champions League football. Incredible. Hull City, Burnley and West Brom, the relegated sides. Liverpool in 13th as well. Congratulations to Olivier Giroud and Christian Eriksen. Both the London rivals have topped the top scorers charts with 14 goals. Willian with 13, and then we've got Aguero, the only City player in the list, with 12 goals this season. Well done to Sergio. We have got the best assist maker in the league in our team, Antoine Griezmann with 10 assists, Aguero with 8, De Bruyne with 7. It surprises me that we have so many players in the assist rankings when only one of our strikers is up there for top scorers. Where did all the goals come from when we've delivered so many assists? Either way, very happy with the stats for the players right there. When it comes to goalkeepers, we had Joe Hart and then Bravo, so they didn't play all the games, and even though Joe Hart missed a big part of the season, he's up there, 7th with 9 clean sheets. Well done to Joe. Welcome to the FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium. Manchester City taking on West Ham United, who have been unlucky in the Europa League final, bringing the other Manchester side to penalties. This time, they have a little bit more fire, I do believe, because they lost that final. They're going to go out. They're going to go all out for this one, and they're going to do their best to make it difficult for us. So I'm actually scared of West Ham more than I was against Arsenal, because Arsenal just messed up. They were in the title race. They had their focus on the league title. They failed. West Ham have only this left to play for, so it's going to be good. Let's take a look at the lineups. Oh, we sold Willy Caballero to them as well. Well, I'm sorry, Willy, but I'm going to put a few goals past you. And again, no real surprises in our lineup. Nicolas Otamendi is back from injury. He's getting his place in the starting 11 straight away. The front three, Neymar, Aguero and Griezmann, hopefully getting the goals for us. Slaven Bilic in real life in a relegation scrap and a little bit under fire. What team is he fielding for this one? Caballero, and then obviously Arbeloa, Colin Subotic, and Cresswell in defence. I said it before, Subotic is a very good transfer in my opinion. Nordvide and Kouyaté, defensive midfielders. Feghouli going forward as well, really good. But where is Dimitri Payet? He's not there, is he? Antoine Griezmann finding Raheem Sterling. Sterling pacing away from Andre Ayew. Does well, Raheem Sterling, to use a little bit of strength he has to find Kevin De Bruyne in towards Neymar. Neymar looking for that lovely pass into Aguero, back into Neymar. Neymar back heels it. Kevin De Bruyne tries to turn his man. He's been brought down. It's a penalty. The referee has given a very, very soft penalty for what James Collins has done on Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not sure if it was one, but it has been given. Oh, you have to be joking. Kevin De Bruyne has to go off injured. Not what you want in a game like this. I'm going to have to bring on Torre or Fernandinho. I'm going to bring on Torre. I know he's out of favour with Pep Guardiola, but this is one of them times where I have absolutely no choice. Kevin De Bruyne goes down injured, and is that even a penalty? Oh, it is. Okay, thank God. Sergio Aguero, one-on-one with Willy Caballero. What can he do? Aguero slots it away. 1-0 Manchester City. Good start. Actually, it's not a good start. We've lost our best midfielder, but we have got the lead. It's a trade I'm willing to make in a final. Losing your best midfielder for a goal advantage. It's... I don't know. I'm caught in two minds. But we have the lead. That's all we can focus on right now. Antoine Griezmann weaving inside. He's got Neymar running through. What a ball. James Collins chasing. Caballero comes out. Neymar with the dink, and it's 2-0 Manchester City. 15 minutes into the game. And it is the Brazilian. Once again, he seems to only score spectacular goals. I mean, that wasn't as good as his first goal in this light blue shirt. But it's a lovely finish. Delicate. Over Caballero. See ya later, son. And that's it. It seems like the final is already dead and buried. Sterling in towards Sergio Aguero. Aguero into Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan laying it off into Yaya Toure. Back into Gundogan. Gundogan, lovely pass into Griezmann. Back into Gundogan. What a stunning goal by Manchester City. And they've completed what has been a perfect first half of FA Cup final football. That was insane. Patient, slow build-up. Guardiola has never been prouder of any goal he's seen in a Manchester City game so far. That is the best passing goal we've scored. Manuel Lanzini Trying to bring it back. He's done well to find space. Nobody really closing him down off the post. And that is the final chance of that first half. We're going into the half with a 3-0 lead. And that cup is coming to the Etihad. Raheem Sterling has been phenomenal this game. Yaya Toure now breaks free. Cuts inside. Yaya Toure nearly made it 4. Oh, well played. Raheem Sterling making the overlapping run. Raheem Sterling is in behind. We've got Yaya Toure right there. Toure in towards Griezmann. Griezmann dinks Caballero. It doesn't work out. He's spilling everything. And somehow we've not made it 4-0 there. But it doesn't matter, because the ref has blown his final whistle, and it means Manchester City convincingly win the FA Cup this season, and therefore the double, claiming themselves to be the most successful English club this season. I know Manchester United won the Europa League, but the Premier League title and the FA Cup title, in my opinion, trumps that. So we have had the best season out of all the English clubs out there. Fantastic start to Pep Guardiola's career, and when it comes, I know we should be celebrating and be happy and all that, but I'm already thinking forward about where to take this. Should I do a season 2, or should I start a new career mode? Because career mode this year is relatively easy, and I didn't know that going into this career mode. But it seems like we can easily dominate the Premier League in the first season with a team like Manchester City, and maybe it's time to challenge ourselves with a weak side. Maybe in the Bundesliga somewhere else, I don't know, but it's up to you. I'm going to make a video, let you guys vote whether you want to see me continue this Manchester City save where we have been successful, bar maybe the Champions League. Everything has worked out perfectly. Should I do a new career mode? Should I continue? You can already leave your thoughts down below in this video, but I'm not going to decide anything until I make the video where you get to vote. But this has been an FA Cup victory that was solid to really put the cherry on top of the cake. You know, we won the title, the FA Cup. It's perfect. I love the season. Vincent Kompany, there's no one else that deserves to lift that trophy. Brilliant captain he has been. 31 years of age and still not dropping in stats. Get in, boys. Well played. Reducing West Ham to 1 shot on target was more than enough, considering we had an early 3-goal lead as well. Yaya Toure's contract is expiring, and I'm not going to renew it, that's for sure. Whether we do a season 2 or not, he's not going to be at the club for the next season. A few players coming back from loan, including Samir Nasri, manager of the month. We should be manager of the season. Come on, man. There we go. That's going to be the manager of the season award, and a load of players returning from loan. Come on, give it me. Give it me. Yes, we've deserved it. Thank you, Rebecca. Lovely lass. I don't know why I'm happy. It's Guardiola who's won manager of the month and manager of the year. I've just been his assistant manager. Maybe it's time to make the step up. But anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed this season, I would urge you to leave a like down below. Can we actually beat the Milan career mode for once? Because it is the season finale. This is a special occasion. So maybe for this one time, you people that never like videos, maybe this one time you could do it. It'd be absolutely awesome. Let's end season 1 and deem it a success. I've enjoyed it. I hope you guys are looking forward to whatever comes next. And I will thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later.